So where do you even start with yesterday's big TennoCon reveals? Because there is so much to digest. Cross-save, of course, is coming this year. It's going to roll out in phases, but it is almost here. So hang tight if you're looking to be able to get your account back if you've not played in a while because you had to move systems. Warframe showed off their next 3 updates and what's in store for it and the new direction under the leadership of Rebecca, Pablo, Megan, and of course the rest of the team. And from a lore perspective, we now know what the knocking in Deimos was, and at least where it was coming from, and what of course is in store for that cosmic clock. We got a look at our next new Warframe called Dagath. This is her here, and she comes with a blade and a whip as the signature weapon. There is a new Halloween update based around Dagath and her scary or eerie story coming in October for Halloween. Grendel Prime is the next primed Warframe. This is him, the big chunky boy with gold trim. The Necrolisk in Deimos is expanding into a mission hub, what looks like similar to what we have with the Zariman, with an elevator at the back that's going to bring you down into a new procedurally generated tile set, which looks absolutely insane. Probably one of the best looking tile sets we've had yet. And it kind of has a very Castlevania-esque style to it, with lightning and vials and all this sort of laboratory stuff going around. And there is a new weapon type inside this called Grimoires, which might be like Incarnate weapons. So you can be a wizard, Harry, you can throw void magic out of a book at enemies. There is also 2 new enemy factions coming into Warframe. There is the Murmurs, which are these guys here. And then, of course, there is all of the new Necromech type enemies, which are down in this procedurally generated area. Now, we've seen walls disappear and a place called the Great Indifference, which looks absolutely amazing. The animation when those walls zipped out and you could see that face inside the clouds off in the distance was awesome. We've seen a giant naked man called a vessel that looks like Nihil. And we can use them apparently with transference to enter them, which allows us to maybe then travel the multiverse, maybe, just maybe, which might also be how Albrecht is messing around with timelines. We met the real Lloyd, so ours is only a construct, who, let's be real, is straight out of someone's vampire fantasy as he mines his vampire master, cough cough Rebecca. Lloyd also sleeps in a coffin, and we jumped to another timeline with a very, very familiar looking character. No, not Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs. This one is called Arthur, apparently the first Excalibur. He also does look like Hayden Tenno, although it might be an alternate version of that Dark Sector story, and of course the Technocyte virus. Arthur is also fighting what looks like infested styled enemies in a train station on the eve of the millennium, so it's almost midnight on New Year's Eve, which means the Y2K bug, right? Oh, and he is also chasing an evil Dr. Entrati, who is obviously Wally, although I didn't put the 2 of those together during the live stream. I kind of missed that until I seen the evil smile. Now, Wally is obviously, or Albrecht Entrati obviously looks like someone from JoJo, Rebecca again. Have I left anything out? I probably have. There's the AK-47, there's Kalimos the Kavat, who is obviously Albrecht Entrati's Kavat as well. There was a jellyfish-styled Yareli deluxe skin. There was a Sevagoth deluxe skin by Liger Inazuka. I honestly got whiplash during this dev stream because there was so many reveals and I went into TennoCon expecting something, but I didn't expect all of this to be shown in one night. So I'm gonna have to sit down today and rewatch everything and compile my thoughts for a more detailed video about the 2 major updates tomorrow and the day after, with the Whispers update and of course the Warframe 1999. Now, Soulframe looked very polished compared to last year's showcase, which I'm really excited for because it looks like a more slower paced version of Warframe to a degree, and I kind of like the art style of it as well, but I'm going to make a separate video detailing all of that as well because it was quite a long showcase. But the next major update for Warframe is coming in October, and that is of course the Abyss of Dagath, and it's going to be based around a horror story that's going to be told by Grandmother, maybe in a similar way to the Nabarus one. Now, Dagath will come with her own sword and whip signature weapon and was described as maybe a type of headless horseman or Dullahan styled frame, but expect to learn more about her in the September dev stream. Now, rejoice because Hydroid is getting a rework with his passive changing, and he's also getting a new ability, so no more tentacle spam from slam attacks, but a different passive instead. As someone who mildly hates Hydroid, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Now, there is a companion rework coming with the Abyss of Dagath as well, that will mean companions no longer suffer permanent death, which is going to be a huge game changer. They will be harder to kill, but also there will be some type of synergy between them and your Warframe that will maybe speed up how quick you can resummon them or revive them when they do die. so they're not going to stay permanently dead, which is huge. I think they mentioned something to do with melee or melee combo as a way to speed up those revives. Now, they are optimizing quests and increasing focus acquisition. I think they mentioned Yoreli's Wave Rider quest as being one that they want to optimize better, since a lot of players tend to ignore it, and they're adding new accessibility options like auto melee so that you can remove that need to spam your melee button, which would save you from getting carpal tunnel. Also, enemies could be outlined if you want that as well. Now, I expect there to be more with the Abyss update, as they did say it was going to be a very big quality of life update. But this is the next one, and it is coming in October. Now, they did show off the new Frost and Mag Heirloom skins yesterday as well, and it's something I was asked about a lot during the stream, what my thoughts on it were, so I may as well leave them here as well. The cosmetics are meant to be a celebration of 10 years within Warframe, and they look absolutely amazing. Possibly some of the best design skins we've had in the game ever, but in my opinion, they are way too overpriced. It's actually disgusting. Regal Aya, it seems, was added to the bundle in order to bump those prices up. There is no other way to get the skins, like platinum in trading or anything like that. It is just with real money, and it costs $90 or €80 or £60 sterling or 100 odd Australian dollars for one of the bundles as well. Like I said, they are way too expensive, and it would have been nice for them to add a platinum option for people who use trade chat to allow them to get their hands on those skins for the equivalent of the platinum price. But they didn't, and they probably won't be able to retroactively do that because people have already purchased the skins. But it is quite expensive and not nice at all. Now, like I said, there was a lot to digest from yesterday's dev stream from TennoCon, but I will go over the Whispers update reveals and the Warframe 1999 ones in separate videos, while also going over Soulframe's 30-minute long gameplay segment. There is also a PC giveaway running right now for anyone who's actually eligible for it, which I will leave a link to in this video's description. You can use my code TACTICALP for an extra 20 entries to increase your chances of winning. But let me know in the comment section below what you think of Tenno Live, what you thought of all of those reveals, what you liked, what you didn't like. Have a great day. Expect more videos over the next 3 days, and as always, thanks for watching.
But you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls, and I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know